fresh in our
Dude,
minds. And
right?
just what an emotional 2 days all around.
I hope next week is awesome. I'm a Seahawks fan, so hopefully it's awesome. If it sucks, it sucks.
No, I think this is by far, I think, the best playoffs I think I can remember.
There you go.
As far as just and we talked about it last time, just the drama, the storylines, every game just coming down to the wire seemingly.
Dude, just the last game we watched, the Bears and Rams. Fucking Rams. God damn it. Fucking McVay. I'm so sick of that dude.
Yeah. It just came.
There's so much NFC West hatred.
Yeah, I feel like that's where we should probably start. Let's crack these beers before
let's go, baby. 2 beers, 2 mics, everybody. Danny Evans, Nathan McCarty. You know who we are by now, right? Everyone saw us on YouTube. Nobody saw us on YouTube. I think just our friends viewed it.
First one back though in a while. First episode in a while. I'm spilling all over your floor. So
that's fine. You spilled your one.
If anyone asks why it smells like a like a frat house in here with all the stale beer on the floor.
Dude, you did. I'm putting everything away the other day.
Oh God.
And whatever. I don't know what you brought. Was it a White Claw? No. What did you bring? What did you bring?
I think it was just an energy drink.
Dude, it was all over the floor. I was like,
no way. Did I knock it over?
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh man,
it's okay, Danny.
What a rookie move.
No, you're good, dude. To the playoffs, Holmes. That shit was fun. Dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Cheers. I love it. Cheers. Mine's a little heady, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're what, maybe 30 minutes filming this, maybe 30 minutes after the conclusion of the Bears game. Bears Rams to go to the NFC title game.
I don't know about you, but I lost my fucking mind when Caleb Williams was going backwards and it's a no, you're going the wrong way. Oh, like fucking fuck! It was like that. It was banana. I mean, she got off the couch too. She was like.
Yeah,
it was chaos.
Just the way it was filmed, where the camera view was probably at like the 25-yard line, so it was smack dab between where Caleb let go of that ball and where the end zone was. Dude. And so when you see him turning around on a dead sprint, I mean, you saw what he tried to do, extending the play, which fine, but the edge had him completely sealed, and so he gets to the 50-yard line and he's like, I'm just going to plant my feet and just give a good throw. And the way the camera angle was, the ball's going, and then it just, at the end of this, it just flips, and you see Cole Kmet there, just no one within 5 yards of him.
Nobody.
And it's just, it was to make that throw and to put it in that position, even though he was wide open, to throw it in that, 5x5 corner of the end zone was just, man, if that's what Caleb Williams is going to be in this league, I am really
watching every Bears game for the chaos.
I don't like, and I was thinking about it on the car ride over here. It's like if you're starting a franchise today, and you have the next 10 seasons to where you need a guy that's going to play 10 seasons. So you're looking at realistically anyone drafted in the past 5 years.
Sure.
I don't know if I have many people ahead of Caleb Williams. I mean, I'm probably still going Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen's got a good 10 years left. I think Burrow's probably got 10 years left.
Well, the way the league is, those guys can play for... Yeah. Look at Aaron Rodgers still playing, man.
But, I mean, are you 1,000% taking, like, Joe Burrow over Caleb Williams?
Yep.
I think so.
Well, I know you're AFC North guy. You definitely would... I think you would say that.
I think... So, let's get the unanimous ones out of the way. So, I think you're taking... I'm not taking Mahomes. I mean, I don't know how much longer he has. I mean, how old is Mahomes?
Not that much older than Burrow and Allen, though, right? A couple years, maybe?
I don't know. Is he 32? Like 32, 33? Is that?
I think he's 30. Somebody help us out.
Is he that young still? Man, okay. Okay, so you got Mahomes in there. You got Allen in there. You got Burrow in there still.
Yeah. Lamar.
I'm not taking Lamar Jackson.
For another 10 years?
No way.
Was this year just a turnoff or what?
I don't think...
You see him more than anybody.
No, I think Lamar's fine, but I'm absolutely taking the upside of Caleb Williams. Like, I know what Lamar is, and it's not... I mean, he's won MVP, so it's tough to say, but...
2 of them. Should be 3.
But, like, between injuries and stuff, and I go back to what have the Ravens really done?
There's that, too.
Same thing with Josh
Bills and Ravens are in that same boat right now. Like, the fucking mountain is out of the way, and we still couldn't get it done.
Taking him over Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
For the next 10 years.
Yep. I believe that. As soon as you said Herbert, I was like, yep.
Sam Darnold? Close.
I would take Caleb over Sam right now, too. And I have Sam on my team.
Bo Nix?
Do you know how hard it is to be a Sam Darnold fan? When every time he steps back to throw that fucking ball, you're going. It's literally like.
Do you see? Maybe that's watching him from a neutral standpoint. I don't get that sense. I'm never worried.
You're not a fan, so you don't watch the games like we do, and I'm just chaotic anyway. Anytime my team is out there. Now, when we had Russ, I was always like, we got this. Even when we're terrible and we had Russ, I was like, he's one of the best moon balls you've ever, deep balls ever.
Yeah.
Rodgers and Wilson. You know what I mean?
He was.
But when I see Darnold, I know, and I speak for all the fans. I've seen everybody, I have a big Seattle group chat. Shout out all you guys. These guys, we all go like this. I mean, as we hold our breath, like, where's he throwing to? We can't see it. I don't know if he sees it.
No, I feel Darnold has cemented himself after doing it in Minnesota and then doing it now in Seattle. He's cemented to me as like he's a franchise guy. He's
for sure.
He's the guy.
Is it luck with defenses or no?
No.
He did have. He's had some terrible games.
You don't have the best receiver in the league numbers wise without a good quarterback.
Right?
Yeah. No, Smith and Jigma would not have had the year he had without Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he's the one throwing it.
And so not to get off topic with it, but I think Caleb Williams, I think the future is very, very bright for him. And
I think so too.
I felt bad the way it ended today. And they made a comment late in the game where it's just like he made that throw.
Yep.
And he came off that field just as cool as can be. And it's just
I do this.
Yeah, he stays so emotionally stable.
Mm-hmm.
And on the fourth down play, they run that 4th and 1 where they get over the 50-yard line in overtime. And you're like, this is it. Caleb Williams gets up off the ground and he starts walking forward, looking into that camera. And I'm like, that's the first time he's showed emotion like that all game.
Yeah.
He's starting. And the very next play, or I think it was 2 plays after.
2 plays later.
That pick. And I'm just like,
well, what happened on the pick? Was it like DJ stopped or did Caleb go, you got to be going there? And then the defensive player made the effort. Honestly, that ball should have been dead, but that guy went after that ball. And even DJ Moore's like, shit.
I don't know it was a bad throw.
Definitely miscommunication.
It's like, I don't even know if it was to him or there was a guy who was kind of running like a streak route, like up the sideline. And it was almost like a pass that could have gone to him. And when it's like, when the throw was that bad, it was either DJ Moore let up on it or he meant for it to be almost like a throwaway. And he had thrown 2 interceptions earlier in the game that I feel like were that exact same depth down the field.
Dude, that one in with the second quarter?
Yeah, just terrible. It was kind of like he was trying to make a play and just trying to do too much there. Which in the second quarter, I feel like you can kind of get away with it. It's early in the game. There's time to come back. But it's just with all the momentum in the world. And all you need is a field goal. Yeah, that with the 4th down, huge
it's
4th
like,
down
fuck,
play.
Dude, all that effort for nothing.
Yeah, to kind of throw it away on a play that wasn't even that important of a play to put it in.
It might have been on first down. I can't remember, but
it was 1st or 2nd down. Maybe they ran and got 3 or 4 yards on a run. I don't know, but I think that's exactly kind of what we chatted about on the last episode, where it was like you knew that if it came down to this exact moment of what happened, where it's like overtime, tie game, next person scores, if you're not betting on the guy that's been there, that's done it before, that has the track record, that's gone through what that moment feels like, I don't feel like it was a smart bet. And it's just like, it was just Caleb's going to do it, just not this year. And I feel like that's what I said.
They're close.
I have to go back and check. But it doesn't surprise me how it turned out. No, I just thought it was going to go another way.
I thought, well, like you said, the momentum shift. Now, it's not to say that they couldn't have finished it off, but it's like just to do all that effort. You went for it twice on 4th down on that drive, and you got it. And then you're like, and then you just get there. You're so close, you just throw it away. Like on a what?
Careless.
On a what are we doing? Like, did Ben Johnson call that play?
Not
like,
even
who called that?
Pressure. It wasn't even like he was rushed.
All the time. All the time in the world.
Yeah.
Which you saw the group chat. I kept saying, run the ball, kid. Mr. Revlon, run the ball. Monungai, that's right.
He was running so hard, and the past few games now, he's kind of been like an unsung hero of that offense. Where I feel like Swiss, they're a great change of pace back. From
Swift is very good, in my opinion.
To where you have Swift kind of going north, east and west, and Monungai coming up up. And I mean, Cole Kmet, big, just some
Loveland
big
and
catches
Kmet.
down the stretch. And
Both those tight ends were
Rome
caught.
Dunze, that third or fourth down that Rome had when they didn't get the touchdown the drive before, Rome had a huge third down, I think, conversion. And so the biggest, like, there's two plays in this game that stick out to me that were very, very frustrating. If I'm a Bears fan, and I'll go start off with this one. If I was a Bills fan, I don't understand.
You got it hot on this one in the chat.
I don't get it. If you don't know what we're talking about, God, if you watch football, you saw the Bills game, you saw the controversy with the catch where Brandon Cooks seemingly comes down with a catch.
Yeah.
Instantly, almost simultaneously, as he hits the ground, the ball's ripped away by the Broncos defender, and the call on the field is an interception.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the rule is. And I've seen, it goes back, 15 years ago, they called it the Calvin Johnson rule, where it was like opening day 15 years ago. Calvin Johnson makes a clear catch, goes to the ground, and as he's going to the ground, puts the ball down on the ground to
push himself up. Yep. That's a tough one.
And again, if they say, hey, you have to take 1, 2, Isaiah Likely had a catch against the Steelers the first time they played this year, or maybe it was the one right before the playoffs, where he goes 1, 2, and then gets hit right before that third foot hits in the end zone.
On a slant or something like that. Yeah.
In the end zone. And they called it incomplete. Fine. If that's what we're going to do, and we're going to call that is not a complete catch, and that guy rolls off with the ball,
whole football move thing.
Even when he's down, fine. But at least get together and discuss it. And you're going to tell me that those refs last night, after that game, and the league didn't come together, like, hey, guys, what are we doing with this call moving forward? What's the rule?
Yeah.
Because I saw the same goddamn thing happen tonight.
Yeah.
And it went the other way.
Yeah.
That he probably had Devontae Adams probably had the catch for a mill of a second longer.
Yeah.
But they both still had complete control. They both went to the ground. They were both touched, and then the change of possession took place. So if it's going to be a fumble on the or an interception on the first one, it has to be an interception on the second one. If nothing else, slow down the game, review it, say, hey, what do we see here?
Yeah.
Because there has to be a definite definition of the rule. It was so frustrating to watch that go the Rams' way tonight when the Bills are sitting there home.
Yeah.
On the exact same play. So, for what it's worth, I don't know. People have very strong opinions either way. I don't care. I think we all know.
Yeah, sports writers going bananas on Twitter about it. You're like, well, okay, there's NFL rules, and even then, they always make changes, right? They always make changes. There's always something they're doing to be like, okay, well, we can't have this happen again. We don't want this to be, as much as they don't want it to be a controversy with referees, because they know they get scrutiny for it no matter what.
I don't think anyone can argue what we saw. Everyone saw the same thing
in real time, though. Like when I watch it, and you watch it from the back angle, where the guy comes down with it, but then their guy rolls out of it. So I'm like, it should be in my opinion, it's just incomplete because he doesn't have it. He loses basically possession. He has it,
but you think
they're both on the ground at the same time.
Had possession at one point in time.
I don't know if he had it long enough. That's the thing, and I don't think the other guy comes up with it. But it's like, okay,
but I think he had it for a moment in time. So then it becomes how long of a moment in time does it have to be?
That's what my thing is how, what's the moment in time count in NFL rules?
Right. And you're either going to be at a split second, he has to have possession for a second, or he has to survive the entire process of completing the catch.
Yeah.
I think that's where it has to go to, is you have to survive. If I'm picking one way or another and I had to choose, I would rather it be you have to survive the entire process of the catch. Again, that's going to make the Calvin Johnson thing and everything look terrible.
Yeah,
but it's the only way to be definite. I think that you could.
It's hard to call, really, though. And I get where. And at this point, though, they always say we're going up the stairs for the replay review. It's like that's still too many people involved.
Was the guy Jesse James? Is that who was the receiver for the Steelers a few years back? Where he caught it, fumbled, and he called incomplete pass.
That happens all the time. And also, to go ahead on NFL rules, I don't agree with this rule either. But if you just go like this with the ball and it's all of a sudden a touchdown, you're like, well, come on. But you have to hit a pylon too for it to be accountable. It's so weird.
Like after,
but the rear one doesn't. The rear one doesn't work, but the front one does. It's like,
oh yeah.
What are we doing? some of this stuff is strange. Don't get me started on all this shit. We could talk for 2 hours with this shit.
No, I just think
if you're a Bills fan, you're heartbroken today, and then you're mad because now it's salt in the wound at this point.
You have to be fuming.
It's salt in the wound. That's what it is, and it's just not. It's not a. This is the NFL we watch, though. This is where we are in the NFL. It's not a bad thing. If it's a bad thing if you're a fan, you're like, fuck it. But somebody has to lose no matter what. So here we are. You know what I mean?
You got to take the judgment out of it. You got to take the judgment call out of it, and it's the type of play where when you look at it, you have a very specific set of criteria that needs to be met in place to decide, is this complete? Is this incomplete? Right. Is this an interception? Is this a fumble? They have to address it this year. They should have addressed it last night, and they should have come in and explained.
But they don't do that.
This is why the call.
They wish they would. They don't do it. Even the guys that are on TV that used to be refs, they don't say shit.
The refing, the umpire group, refs. The refs had for this game today, had to have a conversation about it.
I'm sure the league was like, hey, since you're head of this, I think, was it Hockey League, the head of the whole thing? I'm not sure, but somebody like that. And then they got field judges, and they got guys in the sky, and they got people in the truck in New York. You know what I mean? It's like,
so why? I mean, why? What are we doing? Review it then. If you're the Rams, or I'm sorry, if you're the
did they review it, or they just call it on the field?
They called it on the field and let it go and went to the next play.
Well, I know it's interception is what they called it.
Yeah, no, they called it incomplete. This one tonight.
Oh, this one tonight was
a catch on Adams.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, the guy rolled away with the ball. Like, why are we not taking a second look at this, especially such a critical play? Sorry, not to dwell on that. I don't want that to overshadow the game, but for it to just happen, for it to be such a controversy last night,
these refs,
24 hours later, the same thing happens. Crazy.
We're at that point, though. This is one of those plays, just because we're talking about it. And I don't want to do the whole pod like this, but
right.
It goes back to Des caught it thing. It's the same thing. Right?
If it
how is it not a football move that he reached for the end zone? I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe I missed
that play. Was insane that you're talking.
He caught the ball and then he reached to score. And then if you can just do this with a football, why wasn't that allowed at the same time? That's a weird one.
If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. That's probably a fucking
yeah.
It's like, again,
it's strange though, right?
Maybe we are overcomplicating it, and maybe, but again, maybe you make
but it's the number one thing we do in America. It's the number one thing. It's the most criticized. It's the most watched. It's exactly what is our number one thing. The world in America, at least, stops for NFL football. Period.
Yeah. A lot of money on the line. A lot
tons. Well, now the sports gambling's up. Oh, think about it now.
Yeah. The last play before I forget that I lit up the group chat about was you get
you were sending photos and everything.
Yeah. Well, you get Caleb Williams throws
Exhibit A.
Yeah. Appendix A. Yeah. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Caleb throws the interception in overtime.
Ugh.
They come down, get a massive stop on second down for 3rd and 6. And they're at like the 40-yard line. The Rams are at their own 40, whatever. Yeah. It's right around midfield.
They're marching a little bit. They got some momentum going.
If it's like if it gets 4th and 3, 4th and 4, they're probably punting.
Yeah.
But
if it's 4th and 2, they're going for it.
And it's a huge 3rd and 6 play. And the Bears are lined up 20 yards deep. They
blitz. They put 7 in the box and they blitz, but then everybody else was playing off, and nobody's. You're going to tell me the guy that catches everything, they're not going to stop him?
There couldn't have been more than 4 guys in the box, though.
I thought it was 7. I thought because they showed blitz. I'm almost positive.
We have to look that up and go back to it because that's
fair.
They had. I swear, if we go back and look, and again, this is 30 minutes after. So if this is wrong, I apologize. But I swear there was 5 guys rushing the quarterback, which means there's 7 or 6 guys in the back. And they're all 10 yards down the field when all they needed was 6 yards. And Stafford calls hike and throws the ball 5 yards down the field, and he runs forward for 3 or 4 more for the first down. It was just like, what an important play to just punt, to completely just... And they did have a batted ball, I think, the play before. But it's like
that was big,
give it up like that. You
got to remember that defense. That's probably the 5th play on that drive on the defense. That defense, because the offense had that ball for 5 minutes almost when they're at that 50-yard line, 49-yard line of the Rams. That defense was like staying warm, feeling good. Like, we're going to get this field goal. We're good. Like, then all of a sudden they come right back out there and you're like, shit.
Parkinson
damn it.
catches a big ball.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of big plays by the Rams there.
Yeah. They did just enough to, through the air. I feel like Kyron Williams had a few good runs, Parkinson just big play. Who was number 88? They said he came back. He was injured.
Not Higbee, right?
No, not Higbee. It was some dude. It looked like Troy Polamalu, almost only like 40 pounds heavier. But he had a couple really big catches on the first drive. I think they even ran like an end around to him at one point. He had some big plays. Adams had the big catch down the stretch. Puka was being Puka today. Didn't have any of those big.
Puka only had
plays.
51 yards.
Yeah,
but he was big on third down.
Yeah, I know he was banged up a little bit. It seemed like he came off the field on a few plays.
Oh, when he was in Seattle, he was getting banged up. And the last game of the Rams season too. Oh, that Atlanta game, I saw him get a little lit up too. Where I was like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, when you play the way he does, just kind of that.
He's a bruiser,
reckless.
Though. He wants to hit you too.
He does. He's not afraid of contact, and those guys
you don't last that long,
especially as a receiver.
You just don't. You just don't last that long. It's fun to watch as a fan. You're like, damn. I got all the respect for Puka. He's phenomenal. But you're like, dude, you got 2 years left.
Just go out of bounds. Just go out of bounds a yard before, rather than going head first.
Not too many players. I mean, the only one I can think of that usually is celebrated is Tyler Lockett. I know you hate Tyler Lockett, but like he always slides, right? So Caleb Williams, yeah. But the Bears, they lost. Rams are playing.
What a season for the Bears.
Nobody wrote. I mean, got to give it to the Bears. They're a little bit of a Washington-ish like they were last year. You have a little bit on that.
Very similar.
Are they going to have that next year? I mean, who knows?
Caleb stays healthy. Caleb, I think as these guys, it was really funny too that I saw today was the clip where, I think it was last year where CJ Stroud, after they played, the Texans must have played the Bears and I think the Texans must have just barely eked out the game.
Yeah.
They go in the meet in the middle of the field after the game, and CJ Stroud tries to like big brother Caleb Williams, like giving him advice and
one of those moments.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams
unsolicited advice,
like thanks, and Stroud like grabs him and is like, no, like listen to me, and Caleb Williams is like, I am not fucking listening to you, bro. You are CJ Stroud. I am not listening to you. Which that may be a good segue into the first game, but it's just funny because you look back on it now, especially after today's game,
dude,
and it's just like.
Did we have a Guinness Book of World Records on interceptions today from CJ Stroud? What happened? Everyone was talking about Darnold and his interceptions for 3 weeks now. And they were the number one seed. They did all this stuff. He didn't throw anything away. He almost lost the ball one time in week 18 when the lineman stepped on his foot or what? Yeah, in the first Niners game in the last 3 weeks. But you watched Stroud today. What is happening? Now, some of the balls are tipped. The guys aren't catching them. But if they're too high, whose fault is that?
Yeah.
And you said it. You said it in the group chat.
Yeah, 10-yard slant pass, which is going to be a
in
quick
the guts.
pack as it is.
Right here.
It's over the guy's head. And so, I mean, that's why, like boxing, like when you're boxing, it's like you keep your hands up.
Right.
It's faster and quicker to put your hands down than it is to put your hands up. So if you throw it over the guy's head and it's coming that fast, to go from here to here, it's not, it makes it so
that was
difficult.
nuts. I mean, literally, like, what was it? If you go back and look at our group chat and just like scroll through it, it'll say, "Are you kidding me? What happened? Holy shit! Dan 2's going to kill himself."
Another one.
All these things.
Another one. He almost did it again. He just did it again.
Yeah, I think you said, "Oh, he almost did it again." Oh my God, it happened.
Yeah, and it was mind-boggling that it was the same. And I'm not letting Drake May off the hook either, because Drake May didn't do a good job of protecting the ball either. But
and he's playing a little reckless too.
Drake May's were, one hand on the ball in the pocket, just kind of being
this holding the ball out stuff. What are we doing? That's little kid stuff. Yeah.
Just isn't quite there yet with Drake May, and I give him credit because the Texans D in that pass rush is elite, and I give him credit for a lot of the throws he made today.
Yeah,
Drake May made the throws. CJ Stroud.
I said in the group chat, I said, he's dicing this. That whole one drive when he scored a touchdown, he diced them up.
Yeah,
that wasn't dink and dunk throws. Those were right down the middle, right down to the edge.
Slants were killing the Texans today. And I said Petry's name after having such a big game against Pittsburgh. Petry had 4 solo tackles and 2 tackles for loss.
Yep.
Great. But he did not impact that game nearly as much as I thought he was going. CJ Stroud's mistakes came from decision making.
Yeah.
And his decision making was just historically bad. Like this game will be talked about forever. Like, especially what was on the line with our group chat and just how much banter was going back and forth between the Patriots fans and our Texans, buddy. It was just like, it's exactly what we said was going to happen. Like, it's like CJ Stroud is going to make the stupid mistakes.
I didn't think.
Will the Texans be able to overcome that the way they have in the past?
Not against Patriots, though. It ain't going to happen against them. Pittsburgh, for sure. They don't have the offense. No offense to the guys that are there, but they just don't have that like Patriots do.
Nope.
I know people are like, oh, the Patriots, they didn't play nobody this year, and they're like, they went 1-2 against actual playoff teams this year, but you don't really know that until midway through the season is going to happen anyway. But it's like, you kind of got to give it to them. Like, they were prepared.
They're going to be in the Super Bowl.
And they're going to, well, now. So, crazy? Segue, here we go. Right. Jarrett Stidham is starting the AFC Championship for the Broncos. What? So you're super high if you're a Broncos fan. I mean, you are super high. You just won on, that game. How did that game go? That game didn't go to overtime, right? No.
Yeah,
that game went to overtime too.
Yeah, so very similar to tonight.
So not only are you stressed out watching the game, you won the game. So now you're like, oh, relief. And they couldn't even say it. They couldn't even hold it for half a day.
Listen, if I break my ankle, I'm not walking anywhere. Right? I'm not walking.
Well, they said it's a fracture.
Yeah.
Is that nuts?
He broke a bone in his foot or in his ankle. And
they said fractured ankle. So it has to be severe enough where he can't move.
So you're to that, and we'll get more into that game here in a sec. But like, if I'm the Broncos,
we are in it.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling with Jarrett Stidham.
What do you do?
Is it Jarrett Stidham?
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham's. They've already. Sean Payton said it, but I think that's a panic on the team. Like, just so you know,
what else is supposed to say?
How you can't run damage control on this at this point though. You have another. You have 7 days to prepare right now. Now you're on 6. It's the next day already. So. I don't know what you do as the Broncos.
So in the brief research that I did with it is a team gets 4 free agent pickups in a playoff period, and due to injury, you can pick up 4 players.
So you're saying Phillip Rivers could be
can't be under contract of a current team. He can't currently be under contract with another team. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean,
somebody help us out.
He clearly played the last game of the year, so I don't know what that contract looks like. Joe Flacco's another one. I don't know what that contract looks like.
Wouldn't that be some shit if Joe Flacco went back to the fucking Broncos?
Like,
he played for the Broncos, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah,
he's played for everybody.
The first person that came to mind with me was Tom fucking Brady, and it's just like.
Because he said on the podcast, or he said it in a podcast. He said on what did he say on Fox? Oh, what a crazy happening. I was like, oh, he's an opportunity.
It's just I had a buddy say that there's some type of rights that the Buccaneers potentially have to him.
That could be that,
and that his ownership stake in a division rival may play a big thing as well. Like,
I thought that was gonna be a big deal with Side note on the whole division rival and everything else, and him being an owner, but also in the Fox broadcast booth. I thought he wasn't even supposed to be in the Raiders when the season was started. Sure. I was from what I read and what people were saying, he wasn't even supposed to be in anywhere near the facility of the Raiders. Nowhere, no practice fields, no nothing. Maybe he could talk to owner. Like, I was supposed to you're a silent partner during the season.
Yeah.
But now apparently it was like, he went to games.
Fox is weird too. It's strict. Like, he has a very strict contract.
They paid him $350 million.
Yeah,
that's more than his contract for the entire Patriots.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is all entertainment. And what a freaking storyline it would be if Tom Brady came back to this and somehow got in. But I don't know who else it would be.
I'll take on Tom Brady in Santa Clara. I'll take him on right now
to play the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. Oh my God, it'd be crazy. It would be.
Wouldn't that be nuts?
Such a cool.
That's right, because he went to the NFC. He went to the Bucks, won a Super Bowl. If everybody out there doesn't know, right after he left the Patriots, which they were like, "Get out, bye, see ya." And you're like, "What?" Tom Brady was supposed to be a Raider anyway, but they kept Derek Carr, which is still weird.
Cam Newton's still been chomping at the bit to get back.
Cam Newton, in my opinion, is the same thing as Colin Kaepernick. Like, you had your opportunity, dude. You didn't do very. Your last play of the game, you threw a pick. Or last play in the NFL, you threw a pick in the end zone.
Yeah, and I think Cam Newton's been out of the league longer than I think he has as well. I'm just saying,
2001, right?
My whole point is just there's got to be someone out there that's better than Jarrett Stidham. There has to be. Phil Rivers would have been freaking perfect. Like, you throw Phil Rivers in there, like they all of a sudden have a game with the Patriots.
But here's the thing. At that point, though, if you're Sean Payton, you're the Broncos. You don't have an arm with Rivers. Not that you need to really throw the ball, but you got to have, your run game isn't strong enough, in my opinion, to pick up Rivers. That's me. They have a run game, but it's not like
they didn't this past game.
It's not the Rams run game. It's not Seattle's run game.
I don't think Harvey had more than 30 yards. I don't think anyone. I think they ran for 70 yards.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, okay, is your line going to hold up?
Nix was the leading rusher on the Broncos.
So they're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Broncos. And you know what? Hey, maybe it happens. Hey, I heard but I heard a stat today. The last backup that came in a championship game was like the 60s, but it was Roger Staubach. Oh, and then obviously, if you know who Roger Staubach is, would have been my guess. That is, well, that's close. But he wasn't a backup, I think, right?
No, it was Wentz. Yeah, Wentz went down, and Foles came in. Maybe it was just the Super Bowl game. I forget.
That was the
Eagles
Super Bowl.
Fans are screaming at it right now. But yeah, Nick Foles came in.
I don't even feel bad for Eagles fans. They've been there a lot lately. Just take a seat back, okay?
They're fine. Just figure.
When I see this whole Broncos thing, and it's like, oh man, yeah, you won the game, but what an emotional roller coaster. And you don't have. Maybe they find somebody. Maybe Stidham's the guy. But then if you're Stidham, you're like, what? I'm the guy. What the hell? What are you gonna do? You don't have a run game strong enough, so you have to sling that ball, especially with the Patriots. If you get down,
defense is going to be all over him.
Whose?
Patriots defense.
They're better than I thought.
It's going to be that. I think that was the big takeaway for me coming from.
I think so too.
We gave the Texans so much credit for their D, and rightfully
I think
so.
everybody had it backwards on a lot of things, even myself included. I'm not out of this, but
no, I think the Texans D played. I mean, Drake May made some great throws, some fantastic throws, but he also had a lot of turnovers too. And
a couple of fumbles, right? He led the league in fumbles.
And so
CJ Stroud was a close second.
I think the Patriots defense really in my opinion, kept the Patriots in this game, because as much as they were forcing turnovers from CJ Stroud, Drake May was giving it right back.
Yeah.
And not letting the Texans capitalize on all those I mean, it was at least 3 turnovers I think the Patriots had. To only give up, I think the Texans finished with 16 points, or I forget how many it was.
Yeah,
is a huge testament to the Patriots defense and what Vrabel's done with those guys.
Do you know anybody on that defense though? I don't know nobody. Not that I pay attention to the Patriots.
Ellis was running around like a man. I put that in the group chat. Running around with his.
I only know the old school guys. I have no idea who's on that team right now. I don't pay attention to AFC like that so much. At least I'm an NFC West guy, so I pay attention to that, but. Yeah, I don't have anybody on the I didn't pick up the Patriots defense for fantasy. I knew who Drake May was. I heard he was doing great. Yeah. That's all I know. I know that the Stevenson, the rookie, as the running back, and who's
Ramondre? You talking about the
Ramondre Stevenson? Yeah, Patriots. I'm just trying to name Patriots.
Travion Henderson,
and Ramondre Stevenson. Those are the only guys I know.
Booty had one of the catches of the year.
Oh, Diggs is on that team.
Diggs is there. They got Hunter Henry.
That's right. I had Hunter Henry for a moment. He was real fun.
Douglas has had a big catch. I think he had the first touchdown of the game today, if I'm not mistaken. No, just funny when you told me name a guy on the team. I always remember there was John Gruden the one time. They must have been those guys from Barstool were watching the game and John Gruden.
Shout out Barstool. Those guys are awesome.
Gruden goes, man, this Tampa Bay defense is elite, and Big Cat says something, and he goes, Big Cat, name as many. He says, I'll give you $10 for every
guy he names,
every Tampa Bay Buccaneer on defense you can name. And
this year,
I think this was last year.
Oh, okay.
And Big Cat goes, such and such guy, such and such guy.
He's got 3 names.
And then he goes, $20.
Shout out Big Cat. Yeah. Dude, speaking of Big Cat, I like Big Cat. I like all those Barstool guys. Shout out, what is it, Blue Coffee or whatever? I always want to try it. Stella Blue Coffee?
Yeah.
Always seems good.
Yeah, never tried it. Never tried it. He was at the game tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a huge Bears fan.
Huge Bears fan.
Bears and Cubs are his
headquarters are in Chicago now.
Yep.
So they get to go a lot of those games. And, yeah, it would have been such a cool game. They said it on the broadcast where it's like, this is the quietest big moment.
They were quiet.
Because you know what? And they were so happy to be in that situation. And I think they
happy to be here.
They think they deserve to be in that situation, but they're also kind of just like, they're hoping that they just make this a game and they don't embarrass themselves.
Sure.
Like, and they were, I think they follow the persona of Ben Johnson, and it's definitely like a fuck you attitude, like us against the world attitude. But it was also kind of like, holy shit, like this card is out of control and such good things are happening.
Yeah, there's no trees in the way right now. We're good.
Yeah. Just hoping the tree doesn't come up out of nowhere. And you get the feeling that those fans were just, all they know and all they saw was Caleb gets it done. Caleb gets it done. But they know that it wasn't going to last forever. And it's like they were all just kind of holding their breath, hoping that moment never
Everybody
came,
was.
And
it was quiet.
And it fucking came, unfortunately.
It was quiet. Because even, like you said on the broadcast, it was just to reiterate, it was like, oh my God, they are quiet. I didn't really realize.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And they're an offense, and I get it. Like, you want to stay calm for your offense, but I think they were all just terrified. And rightfully so. Like, if it was the Browns, oh my God, I would have been so fucking scared. But yeah, they're just unfortunately I think the Cinderella turned into a pumpkin.
It happens,
or whatever.
It happens every year.
I think they have a very, very bright future with Caleb Williams.
Oh, for sure. What do you want to do with that mic? You want to hold it or what?
No, I'm good. I'll take another beer.
Yeah, I'll get you one. Hang on. Well, do you even want to talk about that Seahawks game real quick, just for a second?
It's up to you. I stopped.
The Seahawks fan?
I stopped watching after the first opening drive.
I think,
and if they never would have scored again after that opening drive, they still would have won. Because the Niners only scored 6 points.
The Niners only have, it's just tough. It's tough for them because they have too many injuries to overcome. This is what it is. Hey, do I feel great about beating Niners? Absolutely. Do I agree with Niners fans? Like, if we had our team full strength, we would have, it could have been a different game.
Sure.
And you know what? I don't want a chess match with these guys, with these divisions. This is going to happen next weekend. So here's a perfect segue. The Seahawks blew out the Niners, but the Niners didn't have everybody. So it's like, we knew it was coming.
Emotional leaders, offense and defense. Fred Warner on D.
But he went out to the field, which I'm a Fred Warner fan. I'm a fan of any middle linebacker that can just dominate a game. You know what I mean?
He's a dog.
He's nasty, But... And I love George Kittle because who doesn't love George? One of the things with Seattle's stuff is like they won it on all accounts of special teams, obviously right away. And every time the Niners did get the ball or give the ball up, special teams was when they only punted like 2 or 3 times, but we had good run backs. Special teams played really well, especially on defense too. Darnold did not throw the ball away. He didn't have 303 touchdowns, but he had 170 touchdown. K9 had 3 touchdowns. Hit the hat trick.
Kenneth Walker,
Kenny Walker. He's our speeder. I know Charbonnet went down. Charbonnet was on the bike after the second quarter, and also our left tackle went down too. So there's some concerns there. Concerns? Can I say that? But everyone was telling everybody else, no, the Niners are a team of destiny. They can do it. It's in Santa Clara. Ricky, they were trying.
I don't think anyone.
All my media that I follow
thought that.
Well, maybe they're just saying it because most of ESPN, this is no kidding. Most of ESPN, all them, a lot of the people, Mina Kimes and all them, and Ryan Clark, they all chose Seattle to win. But when they talk about the game, they never said, "Hey, just limit turnovers by Sam Darnold," which he hasn't thrown one or lost one in 3 games
for the Rams.
But it's like, well, that's where it happens.
Yeah,
that's what happens. Mm-hmm. One of the things is though, I don't have a problem. I think Ricky Pearsall is great. He got shot in the chest and then came back 3 weeks later. We got guys that have fucking, a broken,
Lamar Jackson.
They have like a bum shoulder for a minute. I shouldn't say broken anything, but there's some football players that come out there like, this guy came back after being shot in the chest, collapsed lung, and he came back and played. I know he's got the PCL injury, which it's not easy to take care of, but like they were treating him. The point is, they were trying to treat him like he was Jerry Rice. All of a sudden, I'm like, there's nobody else there though.
No,
they weren't even giving Juwan Jennings they're like, hey, because he is the number 1 guy because that's all they have. Yeah. But they were talking about like, oh, Pearsall's back. Oh, Williams is back. No, Trent Williams, you're good.
Pearsall he's not Brandon Ayuk.
No, Brandon Ayuk is driving off somewhere. Who knows what he's doing? I don't understand that whole thing with the Niners. And you know what? This was, in my opinion, I think,
AJ Brown.
Hey, this window you might have next year. After that, this window that the draft picks start falling off again.
All that. Niners?
Yeah. Now everyone's aged. Shanahan's great, don't get me wrong, but come on.
I mean, McCaffrey's probably got 2 or 3 years left of prime CMC.
2.
I bet you get. I bet if you can get a good receiver in there.
Like CMC.
Kittle. I mean, unfortunately, Kittle will be battling. I mean, Achilles tear. It's at least
Kittle's gonna move. They're gonna pick him up. He lives in Nashville. He's gonna be a bussin' with the boys. Shout out bussin' with the boys. Compton and those guys, guess what's going to happen? That guy's going to go spend his last couple of years at his home, and he's going to play for the Titans. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Go teach the young guys how to play football. Go get a few more paychecks before you have to retire. And you've already done amazing things. George Kittle is one of the best tight ends ever. He's great, you know.
I think everyone loves George Kittle.
How could you not?
I've never found someone who, because number one, he's funny.
He's great. He's personable.
He's charming. He's charismatic. He's goofy. You know,
he's down to earth.
Finding the cameras and
he knows where. Yeah, he's always like
trolling
sky
the
cams and stuff. Oh yeah.
I mean, dude,
and he's excellent at his job.
Orders
he is
a bottle
great.
of tequila, like tears his Achilles, and in the picture you can see the bottle of tequila.
Oh yeah,
you know there too. That story was.
They're
really
still
funny,
humans.
yeah.
They're still. Hey, remember they're all in their late 20s, 30s. So I mean, what were you doing in your late 20s, 30s?
Gosh, dicking around.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Seahawks are going to play the Rams in Seattle next Sunday. That's that championship game, and then the first championship game is Broncos Patriots.
And just a reminder, if you don't remember the last time the Rams absolutely dominated,
they had 30 points
up
up there.
The first half of that game
easily,
and then the Seahawks came roaring back, and I think the Seahawks ended up winning that game. If I'm
you don't remember that Thursday night game?
No.
The 2-point conversion in overtime?
No. I remember it was a tale of two halves, but I forget how it ended.
Well, the Rams had just scored, and then we had 3 points on the board, and then Shaheed ran that ball back. Because I turned the game off. I'm like, dude. And we just thrown the ball away, too. I'm like, what are we doing? Are we just going to play? Is this how we play the Rams? This is what it's going to be?
You called it, too, before the game. Like, you said, like...
He had 4 turnovers.
Darnold does not play well against it.
And then, well, the crazy thing was, and it's just back to the defense, the Rams did not do much on offense in the game. In the Rams, what is it, week 9 or 8 or whatever it was, and the Seahawks had an opportunity. I mean, literally, they're 2 yards away from getting a good spot for the field goal to win that game, which is very hard to do on anybody else's home turf. But also, they just missed it. I mean, it wasn't. I don't know, some weird play calls. I turned it off because I'm like, dude, once the fourth pick happened in the first matchup, I go,
yeah.
Are we? So is this what I got to watch? I'm not watching this shit. Yeah. And then they end up being very close and actually almost winning the game. Where I'm like,
and what happened? Did they get the 2-point version or not?
So the end of the game was in that Thursday Night Football. You know, Seattle came back. They ended up, Darnold threw a touchdown to AJ Barner, which was a huge play, and then they just kept. I mean, Cooper Kupp had an amazing catch, and I mean, it was amazing. Kind of like Adams is today. That one in the overtime where Adams just drug his feet.
Though. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Darnold, he's like Baker. He throws that ball so hard sometimes. I'm like, these guys can't catch that shit. They're not fucking used to that. I mean, Peyton Manning was the only other guy that I see throw the ball. Baker, Peyton. I mean, they sling the ball too hard. Where I'm like, those guys. I know
Josh Allen does that too.
I know you got to get the ball there. I totally understand that. But sometimes these receivers just don't get it. They just like bang. Oh shit. But anyway, so the long story short, and everybody watched it. It was an amazing Thursday Night Football game.
Remember saying game of the year.
They came back, and then they set up. They scored JSN in the back of the end zone. They could have tied the game up and then kept going, but then then you have a tie because there was only 4 minutes or 3 minutes left in the game. And I'm like, shit. So then they ended up going for 2, and it was just an easy couple of steps drop back, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, the tight end that nobody even knows, little chip block, and then turns, bang, game over.
And they got
and then Seattle won it. Just like that. Obviously, the place erupts, and Seattle's so freaking loud.
If my memory serves me correctly, I remember having one of the teams, whoever was the underdog. I think I took the Rams. The Rams must have been plus 1.5. Where
on that one, they might have been.
And I remember the only way I was going to win the bet I had is if they went for 2.
Oh yeah.
And so the Rams were either going to win or the Seahawks were going to win by 1. And if they would have kicked the field, or if they would have kicked the extra point and gone and kept going, my bet was dead, or it was dead. Then I would have needed the Rams to win, whatever it was. And I remember winning that bet because,
I mean, sometimes hey, it was a kind of whoo, we beat the Niners, but I'm a stress ball. We're up 24, and I'm like, we're watching Brock. They call him Glock Purdy in Seattle, which is a great nickname, honestly. But he goes, they're just starting to march, and I go, am I gonna be part of the? And this is me just being chaotic. Are we gonna be part of some crazy comeback? What are we doing? And then they turn the ball over, and we get the ball back. It's like, okay, all right, whatever. But this next Sunday, I don't think Seattle will not blow them out. Maybe we stay ahead for a while and we hold them off. I'm not sure. The third matchup of teams, it doesn't always work out.
Bears offense ain't Seattle's offense. I'll tell you that.
No, I get that. I get that.
I mean, the Rams better score more than 17 points.
But the divisions know each other. That's where it kind of goes. The Rams didn't play the Bears this year. They don't know. And you have weather games. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like in the week in Seattle. Maybe it's dry like it was.
40 and raining.
If it's 40 and wet, that's an equalizer. Then it's like whoever has the ball last. Hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah, I still think the Seahawks are the most complete team in football. And I love the Broncos and I love the Patriots. I've had the Patriots ranked as the number 1 team all year.
I think you're trolling me.
No, I'm not.
I said that to you today. What are you doing? Quit doing that.
No, I think the Seahawks are in a different tier than everybody else. And I say
outsider
that,
looking in. I
say that partially because again, I can only lean on this Patriots strength of schedule excuse so long because you're going to look up and they're going to be in the Super Bowl.
Well, look at how many times. For how many years do we watch the Patriots listen to that bullshit because the AFC East was trash, right? And like, you got to use your schedule. You're the Patriots. Like, they still get to the Super Bowl and win. It don't matter who they play.
They look good. They look good in their games. It'd be one thing if the one game that drove me nuts this year with them is when Buffalo, they were up by 30 points against Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo came roaring back and won that game.
30 points.
That was a big thing for me where it's like, okay, Josh Allen's still Josh Allen and the Patriots
not LeBron.
All right. Yeah. No, and I felt for Josh Allen at that press conference, man. And his teammates have his back so bad.
They do because I heard him. I heard that one was a defensive lineman, the defensive tackle.
Dawkins, yeah.
He was like, he started tearing up too. He's like, no, that's our guy.
Sure. And it's I mean, of all quarterbacks, like, yeah, Josh Allen had a bonehead play to close the half.
They all do.
But it's like he's going to stand up there and say, like, I felt like I let my teammates down today. It's like, dude, you put up 30 points.
Yep.
Your defense gave up more than that.
Oh, yes.
You look at, I mean, as much as Caleb Williams kept him in the game, critical turnover to lose the game.
Yep.
Drake May, 3 turnovers. CJ Stroud, I won't even get into because he doesn't deserve to be in this conversation.
Dan too is just steaming right now.
Yeah, no, it's just you look at guys like that. It's like, look, like that play is letting your teammates down. Like,
I was the divisional round, which was, like you said, phenomenal.
Just entertainment, just
beautiful.
Lucky to be a part.
Way to go, script writers.
Yeah, just scripts, just the script.
You can't be mad at that.
Oscar worthy. Well, it's not a movie. I guess it'd be more of a TV show.
So they win an Emmy.
Emmy. Emmy.
I don't know. It was great. So now let's look forward to. Well, is there? Oh, there was a stat I wanted to tell you. Hang on. So I can find it. Mm-hmm. Oh, so we were talking about turnovers, right?
We were. A lot of them. A lot of them today.
No shit. Quarterbacks have featured in the playoffs so far this weekend. Oh, so at the time of this stat came out.
Probably in between the games.
So it's in between. So the last game, they're not going to count this one. But 5 have combined to throw 9 interceptions so far. The one quarterback who has not thrown a pick at that point when this came out. So the Rams, I'll just tell you right now, the Rams game and the Bears game had not been played yet when I heard this stat.
Bo Nix?
Who was the one who have not thrown an interception yet out of those 6?
Bo Nix, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, and first game today would have been...
Who's the quarterbacks today in the first game? CJ Stroud, which had the majority of them.
Stroud and May. I don't think May threw an interception. I think all those were fumbles, were they?
He threw an interception.
Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold? Or
Brock Purdy threw an interception. Ernest Jones Jr. the fourth got one.
Bo Nix?
Nope.
Oh my God! How many are left?
So who did not throw an interception?
Right.
So you're saying Bo Nix? It was Sam Darnold.
Right. Okay.
He's the only one who didn't. And that's
sense.
all you heard about in the media was like the only guy that they always talked about was, well, they did, don't get me wrong, they did talk about Stroud.
No, but it's even more reason why I think the Seahawks are heads above everyone else. I mean, it's just
I see it, but I don't see it.
Caught up in the bonehead stuff. I mean, I'm surprised Stafford. I don't know.
They play disciplined, I guess, right?
I don't think Stafford threw a pick today. I could be wrong.
Well, when this came out, that game hasn't started yet. So
no, but I think it just goes to show guys who have been there versus guys who haven't.
It's disciplined football too.
Yeah, it just
like you said, the minimizing mistakes. But we got Stroud. I know we're beating a dead horse here at this point, but it's like, holy shit, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
every time I looked at my phone, and I might have been a minute or two behind some of this, I kept eventually caught up, but I was like, what is happening?
Like the one play where they go to do a fake handoff off the middle, and the guy goes to bounce. the tight end goes to go out to the flat, trips over a lineman, falls down. It's like the only guy left to throw to is 20 yards down the field on an out route. And instead of just spiking the ball on the turf, right at the feet of the guy that fell over who you were trying to pass the ball to, he tries to throw a lob and it gets hit and picked off. And it's just like, and then I put in the group chat, like, I think a few plays before that, like, hey, Stroud better watch these, like, high throws.
He did, and he threw one.
Over the
and the guy went off his hands and ball
and it wasn't his next interception, but it was the one after that was exactly what we talked about. And it's just
what I was responding to you in that chat was also, there's experienced guys. Those guys that know how to do that, Rodgers comes up as one of those guys who goes like this. If he knows he's going down, he's like, fuck, throw it.
Right. Oh,
you know what I mean? He knows it. But those guys don't have that experience, I don't think.
Right. And he doesn't.
This is CJ Stroud's 4th year, right?
He doesn't have the experience, but CJ Stroud also doesn't have the mindset to where he thinks he's Superman, or he thinks he has to be Superman. And I put in the group chat that he thinks he has to be Peyton Manning to win this game, and he just has to be Alex Smith.
Just run the ball.
That's all he has to be. Is like, dude, if you go 3 and out, like, it's not the end of the world.
Game manager.
You got to punt the ball. It's
and that's fine. You have plenty of quarterbacks that won Super Bowls and MVPs.
There's a quarterback
as game
on the other side that keeps turning it over too.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. It's on D'Amico Ryans and these guys where it's just like, dude, just grab this guy by the neck and be like, just stop being a fucking idiot.
I heard that.
Like,
I heard that at halftime.
We're gonna win this game, bro.
Who was online that said that?
They couldn't save him from himself. It was.
What'd you put Davis Mills in at that point?
No names, but a very big Texans fan was like, Davis Mills time at halftime.
Dan too knows who he is.
He's like, what do we have to lose?
You don't have anything at this point.
Nothing.
Because there's no tomorrow.
And there was a pick. They threw a pick 6 already and had 3 interceptions in the first half.
That shit's bananas.
Can't get any worse. You can't get any worse. And May made the throws when he had to make them, and his receivers made unbelievable catches when they had to make them.
There was great drive. There was good play calling by the Patriots, and then to get away from that defense, they did what they had. They did the right thing. I didn't watch a lot of Texans games. I watched one because Seattle played them, but I mean, like, Seattle did a similar thing that the Patriots did. They went over the top, they went a little in the middle, and that was kind of how it broke down. And then all of a sudden they backed off. Then they're like, let's run the ball. You know what I mean?
One thing we do have to say, though, that we haven't mentioned yet about the Texans is that they were missing their two biggest offensive weapons on the year.
Yeah, that's true. So who wins next weekend? Let's talk about it.
I think Seattle wins, and it's not all that close. Is as much as you give, and you called it, and we saw. But I think if Seattle just doesn't get down crazy in the first half,
the defense,
I think
right?
They win.
As long as the defense plays like they're supposed to.
Darnold, just stupid plays, like just if they can avoid stupid turnovers in the first half, and they don't let Puka and those guys go nuts, I think they win, and they probably win by double digits. Mm-hmm. And then I think the Patriots waltz through.
It's unfortunate for the Broncos, though, because it should be Knicks and May, because you pretty much have the future of the AFC right there.
Game. That would have been a fantastic game.
And we're robbed as fans of the NFL, and any obviously Broncos fans out there. The Broncos don't want to see Seattle in the Super Bowl. We know what happens there.
No, look, Sean Payton will have his guys ready to play.
No, he's a good coach. That's why they have him.
Yeah, they will be in the game.
And who knows? Jerison could be the fucking man, dude. You don't even know.
In New England's tough. In Denver, I think it's a very close game. The Broncos don't have the running game. They don't have.
It is the playoffs, though. People play different in the playoffs, and that's one thing you got to kind of say. Okay, well, dude, the Bears gave all the problems to the Rams, right? Remember how we talked about last week? Hey, the Rams don't look like week 1 through 12 Rams.
There's one cog that's a little off,
right?
I think we may be in for a letdown next week. Not because these playoffs have been fantastic, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have a couple. So you
didn't watch
17 games.
Well, going on this, you didn't watch the Seahawks and Niners. Just is that a letdown for you as a fan? Like, it's not a good game. Who cares?
It was a throwaway game. Could have cared less about it because I knew what was going to happen. And I was at dinner with my wife, truthfully, so I only watched the first opening kickoff, and then I'm like, oh, this is over.
Dude, this game's over. That place erupted. I mean, like, the bar we were there at
was going ape shit. Yeah. And it was funny because when we got to the bar, I'm like, hey, let's sit outside. Mm-hmm. And I shouldn't call it a bar. It was like a beach, whatever it was. And I'm like, hey,
it's a beautiful place.
Let's sit outside.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you sure it's kind of cold? Like, we should sit inside. I'm like, no, they'll get a heater. Let's sit outside.
It's Arizona. We're hot right now. Stupid.
So we sit down. 5 minutes later, These guys inside watching the game are going fucking ape shit. And Steph goes, "Oh, thank God we sat outside. Because if I'd be in there right now, I'd be so fucking irritated."
No, I know you. You'd be like, "I'm going to go see what happened."
Yeah, well, so I'm sitting here like this, like looking. I kept looking back.
I saw her video on Instagram, and I was like, I go, "There's a TV there." I saw it at the last second. She had you kind of in the video, and I go, oh, "At least he knows what's going on." I saw was Seattle -1.5. So as a betting man, which we all are, because we're all degenerates. That I don't have the line of the other one. We'll look it up here in a second. But
Seattle's is what again?
Sorry. -1.5. That's just because they're a home team, in my opinion.
I'll probably give it some juice and go like Seattle, like -6.5.
Oh shit!
And I think it'll be more than that. I'm thinking like 31. I think each game will be like 31-17, 28, like 28-14.
So we had our best football here, and championship football is going to be. See
I think there's a clear. And again, when the Rams played Seattle that overtime game we're talking about, the Rams were at their pinnacle. That's when everyone's like, "This is the Rams."
Well, yeah, they had 31 points. We had 3. It was awful to watch.
But like even heading into that game, everyone's like, the Rams are above everyone else.
Yeah.
And since then is when I feel like that cog has looked loose. Where I think Seattle's gotten better.
They lost the last 3 out of 5 games of the season.
Yeah,
they struggled against Carolina. And they took overtime. Well,
3 out of their last 5 games they've lost.
In the regular season. But then you have, and that's since playing Seattle, but also.
And they almost lost to the fucking Panthers.
They could have lost to the Panthers again.
So
they could have lost. I mean, obviously they didn't lose tonight, but it's like they had an Bears, if they just wouldn't have thrown the ball at the end, the Bears probably would have won that game. And then you're going, oh shit.
There's no equal, like there's no Josh Allen in this game. There's no
Stafford's great though. Do you think he's gonna be MVP?
There's no Texans defense or like these are two teams that yes, one has Stafford, and I don't think Stafford's gonna be himself any favors today, did he?
Yeah, but they don't look at the playoffs though. That's when the sports writers don't do that. Which they say they don't.
Both guys still playing. Yeah, it'd be tough. I mean, I think it could go either way. The MVP. But I think
it should just be best QB, and then MVP should be something totally different.
1,000%. That's probably a whole separate argument. Like, I think you're exactly right. There should be a quarterback of the year, and then a most valuable player, position player. I think you could have one on D and one on offense. Honestly,
I think so too. Well, they do have defensive player of the year, and they have offensive player of the year, and they have MVP. But MVP should be like they should still have best quarterback. And they should like who is an actual MVP? Like if no matter what happened, you won games because of this one guy.
Is it a stupid question to ask who was the last defensive MVP? Was it like?
Woodson? I don't know if there has been one.
Like Woodson or Ray Lewis. I have no idea.
I don't think there's ever been one. I know the last running back I think was
LC or
no last running back.
Yeah, Danny Tomlinson or Adrian Peterson. I don't know. Like,
I think it was Adrian Peterson. Those guys. Sean Alexander was 2005. I know fans are like, we fucking homer it for fucking Seattle. I'm a Seahawks fan. We'll look around you. Okay. Anyway, I think Jamal Lewis didn't get MVP though, right? But he had like 2,000 some odd yards that year. I'm trying to think. I think it was Adrian Peterson who was the last running back to win it.
Maybe.
But you could say Bijan Robinson was a huge thing this year.
I think Myles Garrett could be in the conversation.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
would have been a unanimous, I think, defensive MVP, right? He should single sacks.
He wins it, right?
I would have to think so.
I don't know who else are going to give it to. TJ Watt already won one last year. We're not doing it again. How many does he need?
I don't know.
What were we saying? Okay, so you think Seattle wins? You think you would tease that lineup to 6.
Yeah.
Right? You say they win by, whatever. It could be garbage points at the end, and they still hold them off like 36-30 or something.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks are a different beast, man. And I know you. I don't blame you for being cautiously like down on yourself.
I'm happy that we're this far. Shit, we were supposed to win 7 games.
Hey, I am the most. Our buddy Alex Davis will say I have no loyalty. Like all the loyalty is gone. So and I have no money on anything yet.
Shout out Al.
So I am very dead serious. Where I think the Seahawks are in a different league than everybody.
Al Davis. Dan's out here. Both of you guys, you and Dan too. Dan's out here ruining lives today.
Yeah, Dan X2. Dan X2 out here just ruining lives.
Al's so funny. We miss you, Al.
Sucks.
We'll call him. I'll have him call in and FaceTime it. The one thing about this Zoom podcast thing, we just connect that deal right there to our phone.
Oh, really?
I have the connection. I have everything. If you want to have 16 people in here, we could do that.
I've been asked by 3 different people to be a guest on a show.
Well, let's talk. Hey, we had guests before. Let's fucking rock and roll. We can do it right there on the couch. You know, like we did before when that first time you came over. You know?
Well, I always thought too, like if you just send us a question, it doesn't have to be about
We could do that
sports.
too. We could just put it right here.
Call in, put them on the hotline. We'll have their little face down.
I think
here,
that's a great
Al,
idea.
Cleveland, Ohio has a question for us, and we talk about whatever. And
Thirst Bed Nation.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna look at the lineup real quick. Think about this next one. So you got Broncos page. I'm gonna look.
27.
You're a betting man. What are you taking?
27-6 Patriots. Broncos aren't going to be able to score.
Patriots, Broncos, opening line.
Oh, I think the opening line right now, if there is a line that's open, I'm saying in New England, I'm saying Patriots are probably minus 9.5.
This is working. What the hell's going on? Oh, you said Patriots 9.5?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh.
Could be higher.
Opening line, you kind of cut that in half. Patriots minus 4.5. That's the opening line. I don't know what it looks like. You want me to look at like?
Let's
see if I can find something faster.
Insane. That's insulting.
A little bit, right? But am I missing something?
I'm probably putting.
Is Bo Nix the X factor for the Broncos? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of their games. You're an AFC guy, so you
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. If you're asking,
I'm okay with that.
Let's
go Vegas Insider.
I may put $500 down on that game.
Ooh, so just Patriots just straight up to cover no matter what. Like you take that minus 4.5.
I mean, I don't know if you hedge the line to again, and I think they're going to win by 14. But if you hedge the line to like a field goal, so like 2.5. I wonder what that makes it. It's probably like minus like 180, minus 220.
Yeah, right now it's they're what I just see is.
So if you could tell me I bet $500 on the Patriots at home to beat a Jared Stidham led Broncos to win $250, I think that's as sure of money as you can bet as you can win. It can't be if they're opening at minus 4.5 right now. To hedge it, to tease it down to minus 2.5 has got to be minus 200.
All right, so
which would be a $500 bet wins 250.
Yeah, because I just saw that one. So if you're the Broncos, I think it was plus 260 is their money line right now.
Yeah,
2.5 times your bet, not bad.
They have zero chance of winning.
Oh, it's tough.
I'll offer up one of my children if they.
This is not real. YouTube and TikTok and everything. This is not you.
Yeah, that's not real. That's how confident I am.
I mean, I like the Patriots too. Don't get me wrong. It's like holy moly. Well, so here's all the big guys. The sport, Bet MGM, Caesars, DraftKings. I wish who has a site that says here's what it is and here's like a current line. I don't want to sign up.
I would. I mean, yeah, I would say Caesars or MGM.
I don't want to look at this forever, but we'll figure this out. Let's see. What's the closest one right now? Come on. I paid the internet bill, so I know it works. That's one thing about. I guess we could look at it. But I want to see if I can find like the real in line, because everyone's gonna see those. Everyone's gonna see those lines, and then they're gonna, us. It's not the line doesn't get shoved anymore because of Vegas and the Sharks. You know what I mean? They're Sharps, not Sharks. The Sharps.
Vegas about to lose their ass on this game unless they get.
Well, they made a shit ton on the Bills. Holy shit! So I see right here for Broncos Patriots. Right, they're saying over under 40.5. Right, money line is Patriots minus 275, and this is USA Today. So then you got Broncos plus 225.
So if the
Patriots have already moved to minus 5.5 now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's good.
I'm sure it'll be 8 points by game time.
I bet it's more than that.
You think so? 10? That's a lot for a championship
game. I bet it
game.
closes at like 9.5. I don't think it gets to the field goal and the touchdown at 10.5. I bet it stays just below the 10.
Man, that's nuts. For real, that's nuts.
But if it was Patriots minus 275 money line,
yeah.
I bet if it's minus 2.5 and they got to win by a field goal, I bet it gets down to minus like 170.
Holy shit! Now Seattle's at minus 2.5. It was minus 1.5 when I saw it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think both of these games are going to be very.
And Patriots already moved to 0.2, minus 5.5. So holy shit!
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, and it's only going to go the other way. To the point where Vegas
you're thinking
needs to make
Seattle
it
and Patriots.
Obnoxious. They're going to have to make it overly obnoxious to get people on the other side of it because they can't go into this game with 90-10.
No,
we all know what's going to happen. I bet these lines get a little bonkers towards that to get people on the other side.
Somebody does something silly, or the books take the hit in the front end, and then the Super Bowl shows up, and then how that goes. It's a little different and a little more dicey now that you have. Vegas has competition, period, now.
Bovada.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like we all had Bovada. All the degenerates had Bovada.
Everyone had Bovada. Shout out to all you guys who had
it. Sending pictures of our driver's license overseas to
whoever
with copies of our utility bill.
Oh my God. All your information, Social Security, firstborn child, like anything you could think of, it was going over there.
They mail you a check. This is back in like 2009.
Yeah, and it mail you a check, but also it would come 8 weeks later. Yeah. And then your bank would be like, "Where's this from?" You're like, "Hong Kong."
Yeah. Is this fraud? Just Y for yes or N for no? And you're like,
I remember seeing Bank of America go, "We don't cash these kinds of checks." I go, "Where the hell do I cash this out then? What am I supposed to do?" It's a $47 check. What am I supposed to do with this?
Put a $5 parlay on an NBA parlay when you're 20 years old, like it's life or death.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's look. Hold on. So I want you to put the folks at home, and we'll put this online. So I haven't done a whole lot of the tons of the social media stuff. I did a little bit because our first time was just the other day.
Yeah.
But now that we're in it, and you are Danny's Bets. Obviously, you see his stuff, right?
It's Danny Betts.
It's Danny Betts. Did I get it right?
I missed the it's part, but they found the logo on there was the same.
Did I?
They'll find it.
Okay, I thought I did a good job. No,
did a great job. Great job.
All right, so what's the okay? I'll put it to you. 6-leg parlay for. Let's just go the first game because it's Broncos and Patriots. What are we doing?
I try to stay away, and this is just word of advice. I try to stay away from the best offensive player on the field.
Always.
Because for Puka to have, you need him to have
I didn't pick nobody hitting touchdowns.
Yards. I bet he was still minus 700 to get 60 yards. The odds are terrible.
Dude.
Terrible.
And you think, he's going to hit. This is easy. But if you stack it, that's when
But it'd be one thing if it was going to be easy for him to hit and it was like minus 300, minus 200. But it's like you make no money. Like it would kick a bet that's plus 300 to like plus 320. And it's like, is it worth it? Because something like today could happen. Yeah.
Kyron Williams, 40-plus yards, plus 160 at the time. I hit it. He had like 42 yards or something. I was like, yes. I missed that 9 or 10-leg parlay, whatever, just by Puka's 9 yards that he didn't get. And I was like, It's always like that, though, right?
He's a little banged up. Like he didn't look great from the beginning.
Okay, so go back to your parlay. So now you're on the spot. Rock and roll.
So they'll give you a 50% profit boost. Yep. I try to get it to like plus 600, plus 700, kick in the profit boost. So it'll be like 10-1.
Hell yeah.
And so I throw a $10 bet in to win 100. So if it's the Patriots and the Broncos, I am taking, I think the Patriots are going to get a lead. I think they're going to win by at least the spread.
So you're putting that in your parlay?
I'm putting, if it's 4.5, 3.5, I'd get it in early. I don't know when those profit boosts will kick in, like when they appear.
It's always like, well, they wanted you to do it live. They always offer that. Hey, we'll give you a 38%, which I don't know why they pick 38, but they always do like 35 or 43.
They want you getting money in your account.
Right now.
They want you putting the money in the account.
Because once that deposit's there.
Right. So I'm taking Patriots. I'll take Patriots like minus 2.5. Okay. So that you'll probably get that around like minus 300, like minus 200 by when it starts. I'm taking. I would follow the status of Ramondre Stevenson. He had like an eye, like his eye was messed up today. Whatever.
Yeah, I saw that he went out, which I'm like, are you kidding me?
So I am like documented worst eye injury. So I have terrible eye history eye health history.
Can you see me right now?
I can now.
Okay, good.
But terrible eye infections and stuff all through college. Like it was terrible. So the sensitivity to light is a very real thing. To where what he was doing on the sideline, he couldn't open his eye because the light sensitivity is crazy. But there are steroids and stuff they can give you. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. But I think looking at rushing plus receiving yards from Ramondre Stevenson is he's the trusted back. I bet they lean on him to take the risk
to run the clock out.
Drake, just because you don't want Drake May, and he's had pocket awareness issues and fumbling issues like we talked about. So I bet they lean on that. And then I'm going something with Hunter Henry in the receiving core.
I did not have a good luck with him in fantasy football this year.
No, and I'm trying to think what other receivers. The Patriots are a team where they really spread the ball around.
Diggs is out there.
Yeah, Diggs is out there, but he only had he couldn't have had more than
3 catches.
He had a touchdown, but it's they really spread it around to Booty, Douglas, and Diggs. They really spread it around.
So you're saying they cover at -2.5, and then you said Stevenson at what?
I'll go Stevenson.
60 yards
over if you can get passing and receiving yards. I'm going Stevenson probably
overall yards
over 50, probably all-purpose yards.
Okay.
I'm going covering the spread. I'm going Hunter Henry probably 3 catches.
I would say 3 plus catches.
Somewhere in there, you probably get that at minus 700, something like that.
Yeah, minus 650 or
and
some
then
silly stuff.
If I'm adding one more, over under was what? You said it was 40
and a half.
I'm probably bumping that up to 48 and a half. Give me a touchdown buffer, which you'll probably get at minus 400. I bet that gets you right near plus 600, plus 500 odds. Do the 50% profit boost to get it to 8 to 9 to 1. It's probably where I'd be.
We'll put that up here. This is Danny Best. You got a golf cart yet, or what? What's up, man?
No, working towards it. There's been so for those of you who don't know, back in the summer is this a
segment you want on here? Are you good with this?
Yeah, it's
fine. I didn't even ask. It's just hey, what's up, loser?
It's fine. Unfortunately, there's been setbacks, and they haven't been or betting or performance at all related. But we've had setbacks to where money's needed to be reallocated for certain things.
Oh no, we all get that.
But no, my whole goal was to.
Tell everyone what was your deal?
The whole premise was to win $25 a day sports betting.
Hell yeah!
And so whether it was 5 bets at $10 each or just a $25 one $25 bet, whatever it was during baseball where I feel like stats.
I remember that. Yeah,
stats are king in baseball. And so
hell yeah, they are.
Really get into
who's pitching is a big deal.
Yeah, and I was really big on the Blue Jays from very beginning of the year.
And that's smart.
Big on the Blue Jays, big on the Brewers as well. The Brewers got hot the second half of the year. And so the whole goal was to start. I had won $400, I think, in the beginning of the summer. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to try to build this up to $8,000 to buy a golf cart.
Why not?
We had to sell our golf cart a few years back, and the kids.
I remember when you first got.
Yeah, I really wanted for the kids.
Dude.
Yeah, you throw the kids in. You can go around, look at the Christmas lights, and look at the Halloween.
Just easy to get around. You don't have to jump in your car.
Run up to the gas station.
Yeah, for sure,
with the snacks and stuff. And so
we live in AZ, dude. It's you just zoom wherever you need to.
Yeah, everyone has a freaking golf cart.
Absolutely, everybody does.
And so the whole plan was to win $25 a day. And get up to, and I think it would have ended up taking me a year and a half if I won $25 a day and build it up to $8,000, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so that was the plan. And so the platform was really to just be, hey, these low risk bets, even if it's a $25 bet where you get 3 legs that all 3 legs are minus 400.
Yeah.
To just
some
win that
positive
$25
cash.
a day. Yeah, just positive momentum going forward. And I got it up to, I want to say,
you had it up there
October,
for a minute.
I had up to $1,100.
Yeah.
And then we had to cash some things out for one reason or another. And so that's the premise. And I keep track of, here's the bets for the day. Here's what we did yesterday.
Yep. Follow them on Instagram,
here's
everybody.
What we're doing. And so the whole goal is to just have you guys ride the bets and make the $25 a day. And if you're making $25 a day, I mean, it's $150 a week. It's $600 a month. I mean, it really adds up quick to where it's okay, this $8,000 target is actually very obtainable if you just play the long game. And so, you don't win every bet. You have some bad losses in there. But
it's gambling, so you take a chance.
Yeah,
I mean, you put it.
It's all gambling.
You text us and you're like, "This is what I'm going after," and it's like it always happens. If you did the 3 or 4 leg parlay, you're gonna make money. Once you get into 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, your odds are so much worse. Yeah, they are. They pay out is better, but your odds are so much worse.
Sportsbooks all know it too.
And they want you to do that?
They say a 4-leg minimum. It's got to be plus 300 odds. They know, and it's oh man, maybe if I had this 4th leg, then it gets up to 800.
Dude,
so it's the discipline of it all, and that's where it gets tricky. But
it's fun to watch. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to have a goal too.
It's fun to have a goal. It's because it keeps your eye on the bigger. The bigger picture of it all. You're not going to win $8,000, in a night. So yeah, it's just it's something to look towards. It gives you kind of a bigger picture, and it's less of an immediate, payout,
for sure,
satisfaction. And so it just kind of keeps you
building
grounded.
towards that goal.
Yeah, it keeps you grounded. So
We're getting close to it, or are we halfway there? Are we a quarter of the way there?
I would say right now, between all the books I have, like I'm probably right around $1,000 still, that I've probably built back up.
Yeah.
So again, only up $600, call it, since July 1st.
You're up though.
Yeah. So that's
Can't complain about that.
Yeah. So that's my thing too. Again, it's, what people will do though, where that is frustrating, is that, I'll send the 3. So I usually do like 3 $25 bets a day.
Sure.
And what everyone will do is like, I will have them as individual wagers, and everyone will just parlay them together. And then they get frustrated when we go 2 for 1, and then
your comment section is fucking blowing up. And you're like,
yeah, and
it's not what I said, guys.
Yeah, and so I try to tell people,
well, that's the greed.
It's not meant to be parlayed, because they see that $25 profit boost, and they see that if I put $10 down on this 25 boost, these 3 legs, it gets to 9 to 1.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, that's not the point of it. The point
that's
is
on
not
them.
To make
You've said what you said. So people, hey, whatever, you guys pay attention.
Yeah. And so
I hope you get this goal, man. This will be fun. Hey, so all you guys out there watching, listening, whether we're on Spotify, we're on everything, right, guys? So anything we haven't heard of, we'll find it. We'll put ourselves on it. You will know us for sure. What we want to do with this betting thing is fun, because everyone obviously bets, right? Everybody does. But one of the things is, like, you've already got this kind of small platform kind of growing. Let's just see. What do we got? Like, start following us. We're going to put all his bets that he's thinking up here. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think this is fun. I think this is a good thing.
It's so fun, and professional handicappers are becoming a thing that are more and more popular. And
easily. Well, just like poker wasn't anything really, and out of nowhere in the mid 80s to 90s, all of a sudden, how many household names are still playing poker? It's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so the platforms, like, and I'm trying to eventually get it to like a subscription service, but
that'd be great.
So how it works today is there's websites out there like Dub Club, and there's a few other ones, but ultimately what you do is you pick and follow someone. I don't want to say it's almost like OnlyFans, because I don't know. I promise I'm not on.
We don't have 2 beers to Mike's OnlyFans,
but I know.
Yet.
But it's
2 beers to Mike's after dark.
But you pay a monthly subscription to get access to people's picks, and so they push you out their picks every morning. And
there's some guys out there that I follow that I don't do anything with their picks, because I don't want to pay for it. But I mean, like, they say some shit. They always show what they did.
As long as it's analytics driven, or there's reasons behind the betting, to where
absolutely.
Al Davis said, like, no one knows anything. So shout out to Al again. It's just no one knows anything. Like, at the end of the day. And
You're so right. Nobody knows a goddamn thing.
That's why I think it's so important to document the performance of it all. And you can see what you did the day before and how that original $400 has grown. And it's like the only way you are going to get people to invest in and pay a monthly subscription service is to show documented success, that, hey, if I just would have tailed this guy's picks since July 1st, I'd be up $8,000 in a year and a half. That's the goal.
X amount of units. Right?
So this whole golf cart initiative was to build that platform and build the following, so that it was, when it does go to a subscription service, people out there are like, hey, yeah, I'll pay the $50 a month to follow this guy and get his picks, because I've made it. He's made me.
Sure. He doesn't mean $50 a month. He means the first 250 of you to sign up is $39.99.
using promo code.
And using promo code. Danny's, what would you call that promo code? Golf Carts RS or something. Golf Cart 12.
Probably, yeah.
Danny Boy 20. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, promo code Danny Boy.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah, so it's fun. It's super fun.
And
that's what's good. People looking to get into sports betting, it's great for them, because a lot of people are intimidated and they don't know what's.
There is a lot of that too. I hear that. Like, I don't know where to start.
This is where you take, and so it gives you a guideline or a baseline to go by, and gives you a reason to watch. And that was fun, man. That's
a good pod. What do you think?
I think it was.
We want to do a Would You Rather real quick. Let's see what we got. Real quick.
Yeah, we can do one to. Close it out here.
How about this? Copy. This is absolutely every first round pick you're ever going to have in your entire life, and make a Super Bowl and not win one, or you're only going to win one though. You're going to do everything you can to get one.
Okay.
Or are you going to do the Patriots way? A bunch of no names. You're very disciplined. You have a star or two. You don't have. Yeah. I mean, on the defense and the Brady years and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we know Brady, but you remember like Ty Law. You remember guys like, Rodney Harrison. Like, you remember those guys were kind of like those names?
Yep.
Would you rather have the Rams one and, hey, get rid of everything and your team's going to get one? Or would you rather have, like, at least the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl and do a Patriots style kind of thing? You always have a great coach. You always gonna have a decent quarterback. What would you do now?
Tom Brady or no?
Well, you're gonna have a guy that's gonna be like Brady. How about that? You're not gonna have. Okay, you don't have.
Give me a middle of the road quarterback I can have. Like, give me say I can have.
Who would be middle of the road right now? Okay. Okay. So you can't. That exclude. Okay. Hey, you got Trevor Lawrence.
Like a Jordan Love. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
I almost said Herbert, but I didn't want to make you mad the rest of the evening.
No, give me.
So you're leaning towards.
Give me the Rams.
Oh, you want the Rams thing?
Yeah.
Just get it in there, get it done, and you know what? If we make it back, even though we don't, but we're gonna be. You know, your team's gonna be.
But the Rams did that, and they've been competitive every year.
Well, there was a year where they didn't. I think they only won 9 games or 8 games or something.
Maybe, but they're still playing meaningful football.
Yeah.
Into the holiday season and past the holiday season. And maybe it's tough for me to say too, because I'm a Browns fan and I'm like, the Cleveland has one title in 80 years or whatever it's been, 60 years.
Yeah, you guys are due.
Yeah, and so give me the title for sure, and then if you can tell me I can still play meaningful football, even if they go into Seattle and they lose to Seattle, like if I'm a Rams fan, like I'm taking like that was a. I shouldn't say as a Rams fan I would be okay with that, but as a Browns fan, in my current status, like I would be completely okay.
You're looking at it as like, be grateful because I don't even get there, and I haven't seen I haven't seen a playoff in years. So
yeah. Give me the Super Bowl and give me the.
You're like, I don't care, just get one done, and I'm fine with that.
Yep, one before I die. Yep.
Yeah, I guess one before I die is good. I would probably do. I'd probably do the same thing. I probably would. I'd be like, I don't care who you trade off. I don't care if we're shitty for the next 10 years. Give me that one.
Yeah, it's also that I don't trust the Browns ownership to do anything long term, to build anything. Yeah.
You're not wrong. Well,
all right, man.
To Seattle and to the Patriots.
Final 4. Congrats.
Final 4.
Congrats to you.
We made it farther than we had to. But hey, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Maybe we'll get one in before the weekend. Who knows? But you probably can't.
No, I leave for San Diego. Actually, I have to check in for a flight. Yep, I could check in so I leave San Diego tomorrow night to back here on Wednesday, and then back out to Salt Lake City on Thursday. So
Jesus, okay,
yeah, man.
Well, if anyone wants to kill Danny, you know where he's going to be.
Yeah,
don't ever put that out there again. No, I'm just kidding. No he also lives at. No, I'm just.
No
kidding.
One's ever been killed in Utah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe we'll cut that.
No, maybe not. I appreciate you, man. And here's to us.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, brother. We're out.